Guys, welcome to our Christmas mystery, the case of the missing presents. So this is your packet for science. I hope that you have fun with it. Let's get started with our story. Oh no! Someone stole all of the Christmas presents right before Christmas. What are the children going to open on Christmas morning? The police have rounded up a few suspects. That means people who might have committed the crime. So let's meet them. We have Santa the boss. Santa Claus has been delivering gifts for hundreds of years. Maybe if he hides them, he will get 1 year off. So that's his motive. Simon the snowman. Simon just wants a new scarf for Christmas. He might want to look through all the presents for a new scarf he can wear. Could it be him? Timothy the Christmas tree. Timothy knows that presents go under a Christmas tree. If there are no presents, then people don't need to chop down the tree. Pretty good motive. Let's look at Elvis the elf. Elvis is the lead elf in Santa's factory. He has been making toys for as long as Santa has been delivering them, so he deserves a break. I feel him. Vacation's a pretty good motive. And lastly, we have Rhonda the reindeer. Rhonda is getting too old to carry the sleigh full of presents. If the presents are missing, then she doesn't have to carry them. Pretty good motive for Rhonda. So those are our suspects. Who do you think stole the presents? So you need to make a prediction. Who do you think stole the presents? I think it was Santa, but I don't know, I'm not sure. Who do you think? Write it down here and tell me why. I think it might be Santa so he could get a year off, that he's tired. But I don't know. Who do you think? Maybe you think it's Rhonda because she's tired and she wants the year off. On the next few pages, you will find puzzles and questions. If you answer these questions correctly, then the innocent suspect, so someone who did not do it, will be eliminated. Make sure to come back to this page and cross out a suspect after you eliminate them. So when you solve the puzzle and you find out who did not do it, come back here and cross off whoever it was. Okay? Be careful if you pick the wrong perpetrator. So the wrong person, we won't get our presents back in time for Christmas morning. Okay, so let's get started with our puzzles. I'm just going to walk you through the directions and let you know how to solve them, but it's all up to you to solve them and find out who did it. So number 1, who did it? The perpetrator took all our clues and mixed them up. You need to use the clues to figure out how to reorganize them. Once you have reorganized the clues, write each letter that has been circled in the box at the bottom. Unscramble those letters to figure out who to cross off your list. Okay. So number 1, you have a scrambled word right there, okay? Cover it up so I can bring this closer. Here's your scrambled word, all right? Underneath of it is the definition of the scrambled word, where an object is located. So what's a word, a scientific word, because that's what this packet is all about, is science, okay? So what's a scientific word talking about where an object is located? Now this particular box, this is not something that we've talked about in science this year, but it is something that we've talked about. All of these terms are things that we've talked about in the year past. But if you cannot remember what these terms are, I am perfectly fine with you looking up the definition to try to figure out the word. I have no problem with that. All right, so the first one, where an object is located. Let's figure that one out. If you move around, you get the word position. Position. So something's position is where they are located. So write out the word position on the lines that you have over here. What letter is in the circle? S. Very good. So you'll write the S down here. Okay? You're going to keep doing that with the other 8. So you'll unscramble the word based on the definition. So number 2 is a change in an object's position. Write down the unscrambled word, then write the letter that's in the circle down in the box that says circled letters. Then, when you finish all 8, The name will still be scrambled, so you have to unscramble the letters. You have to unmix up the letters. The letters are mixed up. You have to unmix them. That's what unscramble is. You have to put them in the right order to spell the name of the innocent suspect. Then take that name, cross it off over here. So that's puzzle 1. Puzzle number 2. One of the suspects left a trail of snowballs. To find them, you will have to follow the order of the scientific method. Once you reach the final step, follow an arrow to the suspect. Keep the steps in order to find which innocent suspect left the trail. So you're going to be going to all of the snowballs. All of the snowballs. You hear me? All of the snowballs. So you have to find out which order. So let's start where it says start. That's the very first one. Ask a question. That's your first step in the scientific method. Again, it's something that we've talked about at length. So your first step is ask a question. You have 2 arrows, one dotted arrow, one solid arrow. You have to decide which one you need to follow. If you follow the solid arrow, it says plan an experiment. If you follow the dotted arrow, it says conduct research. Which one comes after you ask a question? Are you supposed to plan the experiment or are you supposed to conduct research? Conduct research, very good. So draw a line from ask a question to conduct research. Okay, now you have 2 arrows from that one. You have an arrow to form a hypothesis or an arrow to the snowman. Well, we're not done, so we know it's not going to be going to the snowman. We know we have to keep going because we have to go to all the snowballs. So we automatically have to follow the arrow up to form a hypothesis. Then from form the hypothesis, you have to decide. You have 3 choices. Share your results, plan an experiment, or collect data. Let me give you a hint. You can only collect data after you do an experiment. All right, so from there on, you're on your own. Follow the rest of the snowballs to find the suspect. Okay, running out of air. Number 3, puzzle 3, who did it? Each statement below is either an observation or an inference. You need to keep track of which is which. For every observation, you will earn 10 points. For every inference, you will earn 5 points. Total up your points at the end and eliminate the suspect with the same number. Remember, observations use your senses and inferences are predictions. So look at the first one. The sun is yellow. Is that an observation? Something that you know by either what you see, what you hear, by what you say, by what you smell, by what you taste, or by what you feel? Those are observations. Or is it something that you predict? I think, based on what I know, that this is going to happen. So the sun is yellow. Which one? Observation or inference? Observation. It's something you see. You see that the sun is yellow. So put down 10 points for the sun is yellow. All right, let's do number 2. The earth is a sphere. A sphere is a round ball. Is that an observation or an inference? It's an observation, something that you learn by looking at pictures, something that you see. So again, 10 points. All right, let's do number 3. This is the last one we're going to do together. The girl is happy. You're probably thinking observation, right? But this is really an inference. This is something that you're kind of predicting based on her actions. Even though you might be seeing her actions, you don't actually know unless she tells you that she's happy, that she is happy. So you're predicting, I think, based on everything, that that girl is happy. Okay, so that is an inference, So when something has to do with someone's emotions, it's going to be an inference. All right, so that one gets 5 points for number 3. Let's see. So again, I want to remind you that when it's talking about someone's emotions or things like that, it's an inference, it's a prediction. Okay, also a hint for number 5, where it says the milk has gone bad, this is before you open up the milk. Okay, so you're trying to figure this out before you open it up. So are you using your observation or are you predicting whether the milk has gone bad before you open it up? All right, once you finish, you need to add up all the points and then find the number that matches. Okay, and whoever's number matches, that's the one you put an X over. Okay, that's the one you eliminate. So you're going to write here, the sum of my points is, so write out the total, and then find the person who has a matching number, cross them out, they are not the suspect. All right, now let's look at the last puzzle really quickly. Who did it? Each letter of the alphabet has been assigned a number. You must write the letter that matches each number in the blank above it. The final sentence will reveal our final innocent suspect. So this one you don't really have to use any science knowledge. Just match the letter with the number, write it on there. It's going to give you a sentence. This sentence is going to describe the last innocent suspect. It's not going to give you the name, it's just going to describe them. So you have to figure out who it's talking about. And then that person is the one that you cross out. So there is only one suspect remaining and their name is, so you'll write their name. Was your prediction correct? Yes or no? Now that you have helped the police catch the thief, we will have presents to open on Christmas morning. So enjoy doing these puzzles and finding out who took all the Christmas presents. Have a wonderful day, guys. I love you very, very much.